What it be, players? Welcome to another episode of Talking Manchester. I am your boy, Cousin Roy. And yes, it has been what, maybe about 3-4 weeks since I went live with anything football related. But hey, man, what on earth was there to report? Absolutely nothing until midnight tonight. Midnight tonight, our time, news trickled in that we finally bought one player, Mason Mount. Finally, Mason Mount is coming in. So all the Mason Mount theories and the analyses and all that, everyone seemed to be doing their own. I thought, you know what? He's a very divisive player. He hasn't really played much last season because of injury. We've been going back and forth. He seemed to be our number one target this season, and we were going only for him, for him, for him. So I thought, you know what, probably we should take a little bit of a segment today to learn and see how Mason Mount can help us. Now, I ain't good at all that, son. You feel me? I don't know how to do all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no time to do all that. So guess what, lah? Apparently, homeboy Junsen took some time out to actually study how Mason Mount can actually be good for us. And decided, you know what? He took some time. He did it. It's here. Ladies and gentlemen, today is going to be an incredibly high
What
analysis.
was it?
Y'all better be taking down some notes. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all ain't ready for this. It's going to be an
Mhm.
incredible show. Analysis time is upon us. Really quickly now, Manchester United's targets, bro. Look at this, man. I mean, what is this thing? The whole thing just popped out. Goodness gracious. Bye. Now,
Still-
Messi's birthday was like 3 weeks ago, yo. What's up, son?
Happy belated birthday, bro.
Happy belated birthday, by the way. Yeah. So, as I was saying, so Manchester United's targets have been so wishy-washy, man. Whichever top target we want doesn't seem to be coming. But suddenly, Mason Mount, who we have been searching for, looking at since what,
Are
bro?
we?
January,
Did we?
December,
I thought we were
like
still looking for De Jong.
that one, no doubt. Oh my goodness, that whole De Jong thingy. But
I really thought this Mason Mount thing was all this like for fun rumors. They just want to jack up his price, but I didn't know it actually came through.
yeah, I remember we were saying previously that we don't really think that. I mean, I remember I said like I don't really think Mason Mount is the
Mhm.
solution. I'm wondering what's the point of us buying him and all that. But everyone's no, man, he's this and that. There were so many things about how he can help improve the team in an area where there's not much attacking. Now the
Mhm.
problem was guys like Fred, guys like McTominay, guys like yeah, that's it. They weren't really attacking much.
We weren't really attacking much actually.
Tambi, bring the notes. Tambi, bring the notes over here. Okay, here, bring. So it,
3 weeks lah,
they
karat already.
they weren't really attacking. They won't be able to move the ball from the back to the front well. So Mason Mount came about with all the stats because of this couple of seasons ago when he won the Champions League. Now, bro, just before we jump into your analysis,
Hmm.
were you a Mason Mount fan or not? Like before this? Like
No,
I'll be honest,
I
the only
mean,
thing I remember was his beef with Lisandro when Lisandro gave him a tight slap. During he touched me, man. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It was a scrappy game. We
I
won.
mean, it's between him and Phil Foden actually. I feel. Because if you look at it, right, during the World Cup, remember? During the World Cup, it was between him and Foden, and Foden was always constantly starting and not Mason Mount. And
Foden, like as a sub and in the
hmm,
insignificant games. Okay,
yeah,
yeah,
Mason
right.
Mount is the sub of the sub. Yeah, and he very seldom see him play. So I don't know. The thing is, after doing a little bit of analysis, a bit, okay, and seeing how he can actually fit in, you'll be surprised actually. His numbers are actually quite interesting. The 2 seasons prior to last season or the season that just finished, not too bad, not too bad.
Well, but you were not really a fan of him.
No,
That's the
no,
thing.
no
Like
offense.
you were not like nobody was a fan of Mason Mount. Nobody really thought Mason Mount would be. It's like the guy is going to come into Manchester United team and change everything. Now
Mhm.
all of a sudden he's turned out to be Eric Ten Hag's number one guy. But what I'm trying to get it get at is why did he suddenly turn up to be our number one target? To
Mhm.
me, it seemed like most of it fell down to stats. Everyone was looking at his stats and looking at him as a player that was available because nobody else, because he wasn't playing number one, he was coming from injury, and it just goes to show. Hear me out clearly here.
Mhm.
It goes to show how bad Chelsea is right now, to the point that he would rather not. Mason Mount is a Chelsea academy graduate.
A true blue
This
Chelsea
is
player,
this, this
man.
is like we talking like a Garnacho type of player, okay? Now, for him to let his contract run out, not want to resign in Chelsea and say, hey, you know what? I think I rather go to Manchester United, which is a mess. That says a lot. Honestly, that really says a lot. Now I'm
I-
looking at the whole thing, I'm thinking, damn, bro.
yeah,
Can we graduate
yeah, and
16,
they're saying that
14?
he's the next Lampard, and then they say he's the next big thing.
And
Uh,
now he can't even get a spot in this team when
mm,
they spend 600 million. So I was thinking, why the fuck are we actually suddenly going for this guy? And I felt it all fell down to stats. So when I asked you just now whether you were a fan of him, see, the only thing you can remember is World Cup, which means
not much.
it's not much.
Derby County lah.
Derby County was that?
He was doing quite well at Derby County lah.
Oh yeah, he was from Derby County. Yeah.
Yeah, the time when there's
Okay.
actually Lampard. That's where Lampard actually, in a way, played him a little bit more. They when he was the manager of Derby County, he actually loaned him from Chelsea. And because at the time he couldn't get a starting place and he can't do anything, so Lampard said, this guy, I trained with him before, I seen him before. He seems to be quite the player lah. So he said, okay, maybe I bring him to the championship, let him play a little bit. Him and the other fella, what's the other guy's name? There's two Chelsea players that went to Derby County. I can't remember who.
Okay, I can't remember also.
Can't remember also some fella lah.
Right. I
Some
think I
fella.
remember. Oh, it's Daniel Sturridge.
No. He's a youth player also.
Oh,
I
okay,
can't
okay.
remember who the hell. I know Mason Mount was. He's the one that actually lit up when he went down to the championship and he was playing very well. So that's why when Lampard came to Chelsea, he brought Mason Mount along with him. I mean, bring back Mason Mount and then started to play a little bit more, and that's where we start to see the formation of Mason Mount, and that's where he started to become better and better. And I think under Thomas Tuchel, that was where he was polished a little bit more with a better coach, and he became our number one target after that.
You see, this is where the major analysis came, right, of how Mason Mount was actually somebody who was really really good for our team. Here's a breakdown from this guys called Opta and Analyst. Now, if you look at this, right, open play touches, not this one, I don't really care. Attacking
Yes,
sequence
this is the one.
involvement.
Yeah.
Now, you look at the attacking sequence involvement here, and he said, fucking Bruno Fernandes. By the way, this is not this season, this 2020, 2021, 2021, 2022.
There are 2 seasons that he was good lah.
Susan Day was good. So I tell you what, though, looking at this, right, the first thing that caught my eye was, yo, my boy Bruno's the top, man. What's up, Shashi? What's up, bro? Welcome. Next Fat Frank.
And he wasn't playing well. And that was the 2 seasons he wasn't playing well.
So you got Bruno over here, who's like the number one over here, followed by Salah. Someone want to jump in and talk to me about these stats, man. Everyone loves stats. So you look at the name there: Bruno, Salah, Rodri, De Bruyne, Cancelo, and Mount. Really, I'm like, okay, Trent Alexander was good in those seasons. I think Liverpool won that season, right? Song Heung-min. For this guy to be in this list, I was shocked. Because number one, he's the only Chelsea player there, right? When there are 2 Spurs players in this team. So I was like, okay, fine. Let's give him some prop. How to break this down in attacking sequence involvement, the way this guy's talking about is the red is how many shots he took in the attacking sequence involvement. The purple is how many chances he created. And the green is the build up to the shot, which means how many times he was involved in a build up towards making the shot. Now, Bruno is like flat average across the board, man. Like, look at that. That's fantastic. He took so many shots. He created 150 chances. That's like, I salute the 150 chances that he created. I salute, and build up to shot 144 because he's always carrying the ball. Makes sense. This is a main guy for a team. Now, Salah, of course, he's more of a striker. He likes to call himself a winger because he wants to break the Liverpool records as a winger. They don't want to break Liverpool records as a striker. No, I'm a winger, so you can break the record as the greatest winger in Liverpool. So fuck off on that first. And I can't help myself, man. I'm sorry. I can't help myself. But he took the most shots. So fuck Salah. Rodri makes so much sense with the way he plays. He's DM. All right. So you look at it, he build up. Of course, the ball's going to come to him first, man. He's like our Casemiro. You feel me? So that makes he got most of the white. So fuck at him, Kevin De Bruyne. He's same like Bruno. Jao Cancelo boy same. Harry Kane, of course, more shot striker. Look at Mason Mount, bro. Just take a sec. 142 shots, 82 chances. This is not really much of a creator, but I don't think he played much of the creator role. He was like the guy before the creator. Like the assist before the assist. You know what I'm saying? I'm breaking it down like that.
Assister.
The assister of Sister House. You're whatever, man. You know what I'm saying? So this is where, and then 146 build up to the shot because yeah, he's always involved in build up to the shot. This is another reason they rated him very highly. Now let's move down a little bit. Attacking sequence involvement, like really no brainer stat. You're talking about one of the finest footballers in world football in Kevin De Bruyne. No brainer, man. It's gonna be it's his minutes for 4,000 minutes plays. How many shots he makes? Pretty good, man. 8.4 every game. I think that's pretty good. But you look at that stats as fucking Mason Mount, man. Holy
Top five,
shit.
way. Top five.
Now, this one I was a little bit surprised, bro. When you look at this, what does it tell you about this Mason Mount player? And compare him with Bukayo Saka.
Bernardo Silva.
Who?
We compare him to Bernardo Silva.
Okay, compare him now, so okay. And
Yeah.
what do you see?
Way better, bro. Way better.
Granted, Bernardo Silva didn't play that many games,
Mm.
minutes. Look at that 4930,
Mm.
5235, about 300 minutes
Yeah, compared to
more Mount
Saka,
playing.
this guy is way more, man.
Still, this is 2 years ago. Now we
Hmm.
go down a little bit more. Technically, the moment this is they just open play ending sequence.
Mm.
Like at the end of the sequence, who are the two guys involved in trying to finish the goal?
Mm.
Right? Look at this motherfucker.
Way ahead of everyone, man.
Babu, bring the tea. No sugar, bring. I I don't know, bro. Chat. Chat, what do you think of this? Attacking sequence involvement, 2021-2022 season, Mason Mount had the most shots, chance created, and build up shots based on number of involvements in open play ending sequences. What that means is whether when the ball dies at the end of an attacking
Mhm.
sequence, who are the guys who are always there? Who are the people who are the number one creators of chances for the club? Are you out of your mind with this stat? This stat is a bit hard for me to understand or read. Wow, exactly, Shashi. Junson didn't know what to say. I was waiting for him to jump in, but he was like, shit, I didn't know Roy going to come with all this heavy shit.
I was hoping for you to
He
do this,
went did
but
his
you read my
analysis.
mind.
It's like he went
I'm
did
just like,
the analysis and all that,
wow.
which will come, which I think my mind is going to be fucking blown.
Mhm.
But now everyone's mind is blown the fuck away when you look
Yeah,
at this.
man.
This one I didn't see. I see things face value. I ain't no pundit.
Hmm.
I mean, shit, man. I can't even stay up to watch the games at 3 a.m., bro.
I'm just saying how
I,
how
I,
how
I
much
got,
further he is
I
compared
got,
to the next fella.
yeah, I know. I got babies to feed. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I got drinks to buy.
Ain't
I got to
nobody
pay.
has time for that.
Man, I got to pay for Restream, man. Restream cost me money, man. I got to buy in Shopee, to get this all pumped out to everywhere. But look, man, I can't even wake. I ain't no pundit, man.
Hmm.
But when I saw this, I was like, hold on a second. You mean he was involved in pretty much every fucking player in
Hmm.
Chelsea's attack? That's good. You know why? You keep getting involved in chances in plays, that's
Hmm.
why you get better. You look at Hakim Ziyech in Chelsea, he's so
Yep.
good at Ajax came there fucked up. Still got those brilliance. Now went to Saudi. This
How
boy, look
many
at him.
players went to Saudi, by the way?
I mean, sorry, we talk about that after it. But
Oh,
look at
man,
this.
crazy.
So this time, I'm sure everyone's blown the fuck away. And the guys who are below him are all some clowns in Chelsea. Like who the fuck in Reece James and Jorginho, Rudiger, fuck whatever, all these. Okay, Timo Werner, obviously, is fucking striker. And
Hmm.
Hakim Ziyech, look at that. Everything went through mouth. So under Tuchel, this guy was the man.
Hmm.
So I don't know. You want to bring in Tuchel's
But Tuchel is a big fan of him, actually. That's why that was the time that he actually shined. It was under Tuchel.
mm. So guys, this stat you can take a screenshot here. Or I'll put the link later down there. But this stat really blew my mind. And then now here, Premier League 2021 non-penalty XG. Non-penalty is expected goals, expected assists, and non-penalty goal involvement. Homeboy is like still there. One, two, three, four, five, top eight in the Premier League.
Hmm.
How do you think of this? Take some
Top
time to look at
five,
it.
actually. Way.
One, two, three, four, five. Yeah, top five.
Top five.
Take
He's
some time to
constantly in
look
the
at it.
top five, man.
Take some time and look at it. Let it sing. I'll show you all the thing. This is what it reads down here. Can you see that? Let me make it a bit bigger so you can read the bottom part. Here, this part here. Okay. NPXG is non-penalty expected goals,
Mm-hmm.
expected XCs, non-penalty goal involvements. So we do basically just eliminating fucking penalties, lah. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and you're eliminating assists you expect him to do, like Sister House. So that one all out.
Mm.
Actual. Okay, this is how he looks like. Let me bring it smaller. This is what I'm thinking. Let me catch my breath. I've been talking for like 10 minutes straight. Everyone's just ping pong already
Damn.
jam. Whew, catch my breath.
Not too far off, man. Not too far off.
What do I make of this? I don't know.
Non-penalty XG. XG is goal, right?
Here, non-penalty XG, non-penalty expected goals.
Mm.
Non-penalty expected goals per. I don't know why he didn't say any meaning. What 0.22. Yo, easy like this. Don't get too heavy. When you want to do things like this is how you compare. I
Mm.
know how to do it. I'm a pro, man.
Yeah, let's do it, man.
I do it all the time. It's easy. Just take the highest and then just compare with the best. So you look non-expected penalty goals. Homeboy basically he has every other game. There's a chance there because it's 50%. This is incredible. Basically a goal assist once every 5 games.
There you go. Wow.
Why isn't he coming up? Ah,
Wow.
like the Jordan's guard after he won the coin in the last dance. Oh,
Kabi, Kabi.
Kabi. So
The first just play with Ronaldo, the both Ronaldo, Ronaldinho
yeah,
and
you saw how
Ronaldo.
he missed that. You saw how he missed that long. That was funny as fuck, man. But Ronaldinho is my guy, by the way. I love
Yeah, man.
Ronaldinho, Brazil guy. So basically, every 5 game, what was that? A goal. I
And
see the once
assist
every five
every
game.
5 game.
This is
Yeah, yeah,
for
man.
homeboy Salah. So just compare with the best and see where he stands. All right, and he's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
I
6,
mean, the
7, top
goals
7.
Salah we can't compare lah because the thing is, the guy is like you say, he's a striker
But that
acting
was
as
the
a winger.
season. That was the season Liverpool won, right?
Yeah,
So yeah
yeah, yeah.
lah. The stats were from
Mm.
there. So got to give it
But
up.
look at the
The
assist. The assist is actually not too bad. He's almost. I mean, he's actually the same as Bruno.
He's third. Mm.
Hmm.
Yeah, correct.
Same as
29,
Bruno.
25, 24, 2 or 3 of them got 24. And so
And
I
I think
think
that
this
that
was two.
season was the season. I think 2020, 2021 was the shitty season. No, 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 not the shitty season, right?
I can't remember.
That
Was
was
it season?
the Solskjaer season, lah, right? The one
Yeah.
that was
2020, 2021 is social season.
yeah. Then 21, 22 was the shitty season, right? 22, 23 is this season, lah. Okay.
Correct. Gum. You're right. You got it.
Okay. So there was a decent season, lah. That was the one that we got second place, is it? Did we win
The
second?
2020, 2021, I think is when we got second. No, we got second place and then following fucked up and then
Yeah,
Rangnick.
yeah, yeah. Yeah,
So
yeah,
anyway, somewhere around there, our guy is not even in this list. None of the Manchester United guys are on this list. So
yeah,
what
yeah,
you're looking
Bruno.
at?
Bruno's there.
Sorry, where is he?
Number
Oh,
four.
sorry, my eyes fucked me up.
Yeah.
So we got only Bruno here, but I mean,
That was a season that he didn't play well.
Oh, Bruno didn't play well.
Hmm.
Yeah. So anyway, look at his stats. Okay, this Mason Mount, and I think that's about it.
Hmm.
So,
His numbers are actually quite good.
so the whole premise of this today was the reason why I felt we were buying Mason Mount was because of the stats. But in order to kind of maybe explain that theory, it's also where and when he gets those goals, big games. Do you think so? Really, yeah, Mount, huh? Mount gets the goals in the big games, huh? He did provide the assist for them to win the Champions
Champions
League
League, yeah.
final, so the boy can play in the final.
Mhm.
But I have to say, can we just not forget that when you come and join Manchester United, the pressure is unbelievable. Like, let me just get this out. Like Sancho came, he ain't shit. 350,000 a week. Do you share this in the group?
Was it?
Let me share the feed in the group. I forgot. Hold up. I wanted a homeboy Jeremy jumping. Yeah, share the thing in the please. So what was I saying? Fuck. What was I saying? Jesus Christ. Yeah, he's a big game
Sancho,
guy.
yeah.
He's a big guy. Sancho played so freely in Dortmund, no problem scoring goals. Assists, not like he mentioned, couldn't handle the pressure. Now, I think maybe the difference between Mount and Sancho is Mount has played in Chelsea. He's actually won titles, given the responsibility, but I feel the pressure is different. I think when it comes to Manchester United, he's going to think like, wow, holy shit, man, you look at this, there's a lot of pressure, man. Way more fans, a lot of fanfare, a lot of media, and it's going to really, really significantly raise his profile. My concern is, I hope, he can fit into the team lah. Just to talk about the boys, profile a little bit. But anyway, we all came here for some analysis, right? I'm going to now give the floor to Junson. We've already spoken about Mason Mount. We got into it really thick and heavy. Now it's time, the grand time. I'm even going to remove every goddamn thing from this. No need all these caption down here. No need all the ladies and gentlemen. Put your teacups down. Put your drinks down. Get your teh tarik. Get your water. Get your
This
coke.
is the mama breakdown, man.
This is
Mama
the
session
moment.
breakdown.
This is the moment that's going to put us on the map. Jensen, all you, bro. Take it away.
Okay, okay.
Mm.
All right. You can see my screen, yeah?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay, no, because I can see the screen.
Yeah, you're getting full screen.
Okay, okay. So let's just look at some of the okay, let's look at the last season's how we actually line up. Like, I'm looking at this as our best 11 last season actually. I'm not going to include Marcel in there because he was most of the time injured. So this was actually one of the most effective formation we actually had. Remember the first half of the season where we were playing quite well. So this was actually the formation that we had, and then I think towards after the World Cup, we were again doing very well. This was also the formation. So looking at it, right, how we actually perform, we're actually playing like a 4-2-3-1, and then it's quite interesting because today I saw how they actually break it down, how the whole team actually plays. Right, I see when they get the ball, say for example, they will usually go.
Holy shit!
So when they get the ball, say for
Let's
example,
go,
he has
bro.
passed to Dalo. If you notice, right, what Ten Hag likes to do is that he try to pack the midfield so to avoid any counter attack. So if you notice, actually Shaw he don't go up on the left like how usually last time Solskjaer used to do, but he will come in and he will support Casemiro. So if you notice that now the ball is with Dalo, he actually have options to pass. He could either pass to Casemiro, he could actually pass to Fernandes, he could actually pass to Anthony, or he could even do a deep cross to Rashford and Sancho may actually cut in. So if you look at it, right, when he does that, either that, he just say he passed to Fernandes, you notice how Anthony still stay out wide a bit, so he's giving him that option to pass out again. Then Sancho will go more a little bit in direct. So he give him a lot of options. Then Ericsson will go higher up a little bit. So you go back again. If just say that now the second option that he wants to actually do, so he can actually do a deep cross. And if you notice how Sancho actually comes in, that's how a few times you notice the Liverpool one and how Rashford against I think against West Ham. That was actually from Garnacho from the left. Lah. But the thing is, it's the same formula that they're using. So this formula actually is to avoid us from being counter-attacked very thoroughly. So Shaw, if just say it's the other wing, then Dalo will cut in, Casemiro will go the other side. But Fernandes, Anthony, Rashford, Sancho will always be up there in front. They will always try to find holes. They always try to find options to actually create chances for each other. Okay. Another option that he could actually do is actually he'll pass to Ericsson, and Ericsson will actually find ways to either open up because now he got four options in front. We know Ericsson is have a very keen eye of a good pass, so he could either pass to either one of them. So that's where Anthony comes in. I remember that one pass, he passed to Anthony and Anthony shot from outside.
Yeah.
So that was actually the play. So Sancho will actually offer some width out there, so to give Ericsson some space, so that he can actually pass out, so Sancho can cut in, or he will pull a defender away so that Rashford can run into the space in between. So you see how he actually do that. Bruno, who will come in from deep, and sometimes he will actually exchange with Casemiro, so that Bruno will suddenly go back a bit. Casemiro come in front. He caused a confusion, and Eriksen can pass to Casemiro. There's one time he scored that goal as well. So it's very interesting to see how actually Ten Hag play. Then if you look at it, right, when they go into defense, you see how they actually lock in again everything. This is actually their defensive formation. So Casemiro plays slightly left. Eriksen won't be moving so much. Casemiro and Fernandes are going to be the mobile presser from the middle. Eriksen won't be so much of a presser because physically he can't really run and he can't really press. So he will be more on like the guy standing there and making sure that he reads the game. He's something like Carrick back then. He reads the game, he tried to intercept a pass rather than go and press. Then Anthony and Sancho is just to support Dalo and Shaw. Then Rashford, he comes back and you have to come back, but if he doesn't, then he just wait there and wait for a counter attack.
So I got a question before you continue. See where the ball is in front there now, right?
Mm.
If you have to choose before in a sprint, okay, who will be the fastest to get to the ball? Anthony, Sancho, and Rashford. Who reach the ball there? Where your ball is there?
Rashford.
From the same spot.
Rashford.
Yeah, I agree. Okay, carry on.
Rashford. If you notice, right, Maguire is halfway out the door already. So
I was gonna get to you that. You know what, bro? I was looking at this thing there. I was getting to. I was like, why the f is this clown over there? But okay, never mind.
yeah, I mean, even all the games also he's like that. What halfway there only. And look at Sabitzer, he's like very eager to come into the field already.
Yeah,
So he's
yeah,
jumping
yeah.
a
I
little
can
bit.
see he's
Yeah,
jumping up. You know, he's warming up already now on the
yeah.
sidelines. He's already warming up.
The rest was steady only.
You
So
got
this is so this is a little bit about how we actually were playing. But it will be interesting that when we start to get the new players in. So let's just look at the new players coming
oh
in.
shit. Oh shit, son.
Ding.
Hey yo, we good. We going for 2K, man. Come on, man. Share this. Come on, man. Do me a favor, everybody. Do me a favor. Share this shit, man. Come on, man. Help me out, man.
So
We're hitting 2K. YouTube, let's go.
okay, now let's look at Mason Mount. Okay, what difference he can make to the team? If you notice, the obvious reason, the obvious person that he can replace so far at this one, if just say really given everybody is 100%, I think we have no choice but to let Ericsson rest Because why? If you look at how Mason Mount, you see, look at the stats just now. Wouldn't you want someone who can do more creation and also at the same time have the physical ability to press and to run back if just say the team gets counter attack. So Mason,
100%.
yeah, so Mason Mount actually has that. And you see, just now we were looking at the stats. It was more on the attacking sense. But Mason Mount is also a very good presser. That's one of his strengths actually. It's not just about attacking. He will press up front. He's like Fred basically. You know how Fred actually, when he play him at the more advanced role, he will do the early press against the
Correct.
defenders, against the defensive midfielder.
Mm.
Mason Mount does that. That's how he actually created the chance when Chelsea was playing in the Champions League final as well, because it was the press that causes the pressure of the midfield to lose the ball. He may not be the one winning the ball, but he's the one that give other people chance to win the ball for the team. So he's a very good presser, and the thing is, he's young, he's athletic, he is like a child between Ericsson and Fred, if you want to put it in common Mason Mount. So he has the tenacity and the physical ability of Fred, and I wouldn't say he's like Ericsson in terms of passing level, but he can control the ball well, and he's quite a good dribbler as well. I watched quite a few videos of him. The guy can dribble and he can control the ball. So he and Fernandez can be a very good foil among each other. So instead of having a double pivot of defensive midfield, now we have a double pivot of number 8. So if you look at it, right over here, the formation changes a little bit. You notice now Casemiro is playing alone at the back, and Fernandez and Mount is flanking him. So you know this is very similar to how Real Madrid were playing when Casemiro was there. So Casemiro, Cruz, and Luka Modric was there. So you see, of course, we can't compare Fernandez to Luka Modric, but it is something similar. So Casemiro can focus on just staying there, discipline, holding the back, making sure that the defense is not leaky. And then Fernandez and Mount can actually do all the running and do all the attacking, because Fernandez, he can run all over the field. So we need Mason Mount to be able to cover where Fernandez is not there. So it's an intelligent play So basically they're dovetailing each other. Like how the old World War II plane, they have that formation that.
That's right.
Yeah.
So
So
you
it'll
don't
be
hit.
something like that. So the thing is that will allow Anthony, Rashford, and Sancho to run well, because what they can do is these three players, they're very fluid, they're fast, they can control, and they are very attacking minded. So we let them do whatever they need to do, make space, run into channels, run into different empty spots, and so on, while Fernandez and Mount try to find that opening for them. At the same time, you look at it, at the same time, okay, let's look at some animation. Okay, so if
Oh
just say
shit.
same thing, it's going to be very similar to how that's not the what we play in this season. Just that now, you notice Casemiro goes back a little bit more, and Shaw will come up a little bit more. Now we have Fernandez and Mount as our creative guy. All right, so Dalot can actually either pass to Fernandez, and Mount will stay back a little bit so that it allows the other three players to open up, and he can come in late and do that big goal thingy, the big game goal thingy,
Alright.
or he can help Casemiro in the event if we get overwhelmed by a counter attack, because he can track back fast compared to Ericsson. So Fernandez can actually go further in front to cause more damage. We know Fernandez. You look at his stats. His passing is actually spot on. He's one of the best creator in the league. So let him do his work. Let him do all his work. Then Mason Mount can actually sit back a little bit, or he can actually pass back to Mason Mount and he can shoot from outside. Who knows? All kind of different ways. So looking at it now, coming back to this,
This one, the goal went corner lah.
corner already.
But the ball went at the side as a miss corner. Okay.
Yeah.
So if corner, who will take, Mason Mount take or Shaw?
I still think
Because
Shaw.
there's also that question about him being a good
Yes,
set
correct.
piece taker.
He's a good set piece taker as well. So not forgetting that as well. He's quite a good set piece taker. So,
But what if Martial is near the ball? Martial say, "I want to take the corner." Can you see Martial down there?
He can take lah. He can pass the ball to Mason Mount lah.
Okay, yeah, he can
He
do
can be the assister.
short pass game. Can play short pass game. Yeah,
He can wear his beep running at the side there, warming up, and get injured after that.
So that means during corners, do you think Mason Mount should be in the box trying to hit the ball, or do you think he should be outside?
No, I think he should be outside.
Okay, good.
Because physically, I don't think so. He's
Not really.
he doesn't seem to be like the header type lah. I have not seen him do header. Most of the time, he's the one taking the free kick or the corner kick. So
Free kick, I agree.
yeah. So
What about free kicks, brother? You think this guy is a good free kick taker?
Okay, look at it. Look at this team, right? Who do you think is a good free kick taker?
Nobody, bro.
Nobody, exactly.
Nobody, bro. Anyone think that we got good free kick takers? Sound off in the chat, please.
I don't see anyone at all, man.
Bro.
I don't even think Fernandez is a good free kick taker. I don't think so.
Not,
so he's not.
Yeah.
He's not consistent.
Rashford is also very inconsistent. He never scores.
He's like Ronaldo lah.
Yeah. So
Ronaldo is not a good free kick taker. Everyone say he's good.
Not anymore. Look at the Saudis.
He never was. He never was. He never was a good free kick taker ever. The last good free kick taker we had was Beckham.
Yeah, Beckham was right.
And maybe a little bit of Owen Hargreaves and Wayne Rooney.
Yeah,
remember Hargreaves scored that goal? Oh,
yeah, very nice. The one here against Fulham when he and Nani argued.
Yep.
Beautiful. There were so many free kick takers back then. Now we got nobody, man.
No. So I hope Mason Mount is the guy that is going to be the one lah. At least I have someone consistently can take. So yeah, so that is actually for Mason Mount. Let's just look at what
Matthew say Bruno or Rashford is best for the free kick, and Shashi say Mount was Chelsea player. Yeah, you're right, bro. Correct. Ngam.
He's the go-to guy for Chelsea. Okay, now let's look at another one.
On Shanti, man.
Now got new player come on board.
Bro, you went all out.
I told you I got to go all out. There's more coming.
Okay, you keep going. I need to go to the toilet for a quick break. You keep going, you go eat. Guys, Oh my god. Hey, sound out, man. What do you think about this?
So this one basically is still the same one as what we did last season, or just the season that passed. So because no Mount, for example, still no Mount. So if they say there's no Mount, we replace Martial with Højlund. Is that how it's spelled? I don't know. Correct not. We replace him with Højlund. The thing is, now with Højlund, we have a focal point compared to last season when either we had Rashford, we weren't very consistent. We either have Rashford, Weghorst, who couldn't score, scored 3 goals in 27 games. Damn. And then we have Martial, who is always injured, So the thing is, we don't have a consistent striker. Hence, that's why we have to rely so much on Rashford and hoping that Anthony will come good. I mean, he did contribute some goals, but not so much. So looking at this, if we have Højlund, it gives us a lot of focal point up front, and it gives us a little bit more consistency if just say he stays injury free. So, for example, we're going to say Martinez will pass to Eriksen. We have our 2 fullbacks going up, supporting. So now look at it, right? When we are attacking, we are actually a 2-4-1-3. Okay, 2-4-1-3, which makes our midfield a little more compact. We give ourselves more option. We try to overwhelm the opponent's midfield. I think that's what Pep always do. I remember one time he mentioned, right? He said that if the opponent field 5 midfield, we'll field 6. I think that's what he did against us, right? During the FA Cup final, he fielded 6. He put John Stones in the midfield as well. So.
Real quickly, Shashi, why Maguire is back in the frame? We said, Jinson, can you answer that?
Why is he back in the frame? More seats already now, actually. So, door closed. It's the transfer season closed already. He had to come back in.
Shashi, his desperation, bro, is in the corner. He's trying to ask. But his desperation.
Because if you notice, Weghorst and Sabitzer left already, lah. So got extra seats.
Yeah. Hey, go on. I was listening. I was outside.
All right. So now you see the pass to Eriksen. And we know Eriksen will find that pass. And now with Højlund there, we don't have to worry so much about trying to outpass the opponent. We can just whack one nice one inside. Either Rashford or Hoyland can actually go and
Actually, I like that. Sorry, go
right?
ahead. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, because we know Hoyland. I look at some of
We
his
need some
video.
runner.
Yeah, we need some runner, and they say he's the next Haaland, and we know that he knows where to run. Good strikers, right? They say the predator in the box or the fox in the box. They know where to stand one. Like Van Nistelrooy. I remember the day I watched the overlap. When Gary Neville asked him, right? They said, "How do you know?" He said, "I it's just you know where to go because you played so well with each other after so long. He played with Paul Scholes so well that they have like that telepathic connection. When he makes the run, Paul Scholes will know. You just pass the ball. It's like a quarterback. Quarterback, you see, right, you run 50 yards ahead and you turn right one step, the ball will reach your hand.
Yeah.
So that is what Paul Scholes does. That is what Ericsson does. That is what Fernandez do also. So the thing is, with Rashford and Hoyland, if Rashford carries on his form from this last season, Ericsson just had to put one in there. One of them will finish it. All right, one of them will finish it. Either Hoyland will move to make space, then Rashford can come in, or Rashford can bring the ball, another through ball to Hoyland. Who knows? And he knows where to stand. He'll get the goal. So this is another very interesting option that we can look at.
Can
Okay,
I
now,
ask you something? Oh,
yeah,
you go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah, you got a
yeah.
third point. Yeah.
So there's a lot of points actually.
Well, yeah, I
I'm
love
giving
it.
all the options. So
Let's
for
go.
example, over here, he can also pass to Fernandez. So you notice when he passed to Fernandez, the two fullback actually goes up to support because Ericsson will stay back. Okay.
Oh, hold on. Let me just think about this. Okay, okay.
Yeah. Because if Ericsson goes up, Shaw
You're
will.
playing a 4-2 what formation here, bro?
Yeah.
What formation you playing
This
here?
this is basically actually a 4-2-3-1.
Okay, let's
Four
go.
four two one 4-2-3-1, correct.
Okay, let's go.
This is like what we had last season
This last
actually.
season.
So you see, with Ericsson staying back at the back, he gives more options for him to pass, and the defense is still a bit secure. So it allows Shaw and Dalot to actually move up to give width. So Hoyland, Anthony, and Rashford can cut in. So Anthony can always wait from the outside, like how you usually do. He wait right at the corner of the penalty
Correct.
box.
Like
He
the
will
old
cut.
days when we
Yeah,
played.
he will cut left and he will shoot. Same thing with Rashford. He wait right at the corner of the other side. He'll cut left and he shoot. So he give Bruno a lot of options, and the options there is either he can throw ball to Hoyland if he makes that run, or if he makes that run sideways, he can make space for Rashford or Anthony to cut in, depending on who's the defender. Like if they say the left back is weak, then you send Anthony there to whack the left back. So basically outrun them, outfox him, or something like that. But if just say they want to, just say the opponent are sitting deep, they want to do a cross, he have options with Dalot and Shaw already. So you see that it becomes we overwhelm actually the opponent by throwing a lot of players up front at the same time not compromising our defense as well. So now if just say another option, he's pass out left out right to
Right
Dalot.
defense.
So you notice now you see Fernandez can come into the mix. Ericsson and Shaw. Ericsson can wait outside of the penalty box. Shaw will eat in and try to cover for Ericsson instead of defensively. Martinez will come in front a little bit more so he can offer the extra option because Martinez is quite good with the ball. Anthony will be a support for Dalot for the 1-2. This works on the same way if the ball goes the other side. So Rashford will come out and Shaw will go up front. And boom, and what I call, sorry, and Dalot can actually pass. He can either pass back to Fernandez, he can actually cross to Hoyland, or he can do a deep cross to Rashford to score the goal. So we got three options, and maybe pass to Anthony, and he can 1-2 with Anthony, and then maybe Dalot cut in. Who knows? Or even Shaw can actually run like the last time he scored that goal. Remember, he was doing that run 1-2, then he running all the way he scored the goal.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of options. All right. Now, if we get everything we want,
Ah,
all right. If
we
we
got
get
we got a comment here. As long as it's not kaki bangku like record, I can buy it. Which is what I want to ask you also, bro. Here,
yeah.
do you and chat also? A very serious question. Do you guys think that Hoyland is ready for the Premier League? Let me know in the thing while Junson talks about all our new buys here. We'll get into this after this. Okay, go.
Now this one, it makes us a little bit more dangerous. At the same time, I'm not too sure about Onana actually. They say that he is like he's the modern day goalkeeper lah. Basically, I was reading up a lot about him just now as well. Actually, in the afternoon, and they were saying that he's a little bit of Bartes actually, but with more stability.
Batas. Oh
With
shit.
more stability, he's good with the ball. He can dribble. Okay, and the thing is, he have a footballing brain, like as in like he sees a pass and he can make a good pass. And in actually recently, as recent as the Champions League final, he actually made that pass to Lukaku from the back. And we don't see De Gea doing that a lot. And Onana does that a lot as a goalkeeper. So it gives us another extra option to scare basically not just the defenders but to scare the other team as well. Because if you don't do they want to do a high press, you see when we have let's say Maguire in the team instead of Varane, and we have De Gea instead of Onana, you have these two players. They are liabilities when it comes to high press because Maguire will definitely going to pass to Dalo, or he will pass back to De Gea, and De Gea will panic. Either he will do a long kick, okay, to nowhere, don't know
To
where.
nobody, yeah.
Yeah, he just simply whack on his. As long as the ball is not here, I'm safe. Or he pass to Maguire. Maguire panic, and then pass back to De Gea again. They have now 2+ pass completed. Statistics go up already. That's why Maguire's pass completion very high one. So, so the thing is, then De Gea will panic. He will try to pass to Casemiro or Ericsson, and then Ericsson cannot press, lose the ball, goal, or almost score a goal. But with Onana, he's able to pick up a pass. Just like how we look at how Martinez, right? Last time we were so worried. I didn't know Martinez was such a good ball player.
Yeah.
So the thing is, he's able to steadily, calmly, just move a little bit, like how last time Ferdinand used to do. Just spin a bit, fake a bit, move his hip a little bit. Everyone, panic. He turned,
And likes
pass,
to move forward.
yeah, and pass the ball forward already. So the thing is, you when you get Onana in the team as well, then with this defense, I'm putting Dalo based on his first half of the season last season. Okay, because he did quite well the first half of the season until he got injured. Then after that, his form went down the drain. By the way, he just got holiday right with Ronaldo.
Yeah.
Good friends lah, good friends lah.
Okay,
So so with Onana, we have a lot of options there already. So if you look at it, this team, right, if we have all the players we want, we are actually quite scary. You can actually do quite a lot. So for example, same thing. Mount can carry the ball, or Casemiro can carry the ball. We let Fernandez run wild, create space, then pass him the ball, and he can make all the damage he wants. So for example, even for Onana, he can come up further up front, and just say he saw the run by Hoyland, bomb, straight to his foot, open, goal. Don't have to do much. So instead of just kicking the ball out to nowhere, this one the ball is always there's always a reason for him to kick the ball to someone. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you kick the ball, there's always a reason, there's always a purpose, rather than just kick blankly, and the purpose is just to get the ball out of my 6 yard box or my penalty box and things like that.
Dude, there's a purpose. Yeah, you're right,
Yep.
man. You got a lot of good points. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
So you see again, Fernandez will move slightly further up front. Mount not so much because why? Again, he needs to support. Depends on who we play again. Like he needs to support Casemiro. But if just say that the opposing team is a little bit more, how to say it, not so strong, then he can even support. Casemiro can also support. So there's a lot of players now that can play ball rather than panicking. You realize all these players here can play ball. All right.
That's true. Compared to the ones we have, yeah.
Compared to the current one, it's like you look at Fred, he can't dribble that much. He's always very panicky. And if you look at McTominay, he doesn't do a lot of forward passing and doesn't make space for himself to get the pass. He only go there, whack the fella, kick the fella, that's it. Okay, so we need someone that can actually do something. I wouldn't say Mount is someone that can make a big difference, but I think he can be another part of our functioning team. Actually, there's some more,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Yeah. Let's go.
Okay. There's some more. I'm looking at different options, okay? So if you look at it over here, can see here, okay?
Can, yeah.
Yep. So now instead of having Anthony, in case like you say we don't want Anthony, we want to play out wide a little bit more, we can have Sancho to come in. I don't want him to play on the left because I don't know lah. The guy, I think he's still more effective on the right. He got a good cross in him actually. So with this, we can give ourselves a different option now because with Hoyland there, Hoyland's a finisher, and we want someone who supply him the ball. So imagine if you look at it over here, we actually have 5 suppliers, actually 6 if you want to count Sancho as well. So we have Shaw, Mount, Casemiro, Fernandez, Dalot, and Sancho to pass the ball to Hoyland. And this can be sort of like asymmetric 4-4-2, the one that you like. Remember, you said we should play 4-4-2?
Yeah,
This
yeah.
could be an asymmetric 4-4-2. So the thing is, we have Casemiro and Fernandez, or Casemiro and Mount playing a little bit more deeper in the center, like Keane and Scholes. Fernandez can go left or can go right. He can always
Oh,
exchange with Sancho. Then Rashford can be sort of like the deep forward, where Hoyland will be the front forward, where maybe he can hit down, then Rashford can score, things like that.
Rashford can play on the wing. Mount can play behind
Yes.
Hoyland
Yeah. So it can
because he
be
can drop.
or Fernandez, they can always rotate. You see, that's the beauty about this.
Fernandes.
Yeah. So Sancho can give it out extra width lah, basically. Another one, we can also play with this option with Pelestri. We saw Pelestri what he can do
Oh,
as
this
well.
one's the shit, yo.
Yeah. So we have
No,
like
this
the
is the shit. No, hold up. This is the shit. This is what I would love to see. Yo, sound on the chat, man.
yep.
Damn.
So imagine you have our
This is
three young
exciting.
forward. And then we let the rest of the back just watch them destroy other teams.
Oh, this will be
Yeah.
sick, man. If Palestri, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man,
This is another option.
this
Maybe
is
we can
next.
test this with the smaller team, and let them just
Yeah, let
tear
them
the
go
defense
crazy.
apart. Three young fellas, all in
Practice.
their early 20s, whack only. And all three, we saw them play before. We saw Pelestri play. He plays without fear, man. He plays. Okay, the way he plays is what I want Sancho to play
Yeah,
without
that's
fear.
right.
The
Without
way he
fear.
plays, the way Garnacho plays is what I want Sancho and Anthony to play. But they're not, unfortunately. And we are
Yeah.
seeing them. These two, we got them for a small amount compared to the other two, and they are doing what we expected wingers to do.
That's right.
You see? So this is one. Another one, we forgotten about this
Oh,
guy.
bring this guy back. Right.
He was
Okay.
doing very well at
He
was it
is
Sunderland, right? He was doing
Sunderland.
very well at Sunderland. And the Sunderland fans actually want him back. They said that he was the difference. The first
Yeah,
half of the season, the fella's fitness was down the drain. After the second half, after he got his fitness up, my God,
that's right.
he is a player. He is the player that we actually bought, the one that from Atalanta the last time.
You
And
save a lot of
that'll,
money too.
that'll be interesting because Hoyland is also for Atalanta.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, so there may
Ah.
be a connection there as well. So this is if just say Anthony didn't make it well, and then we have what I call Rashford injured. You realize I didn't even include Martial in any of this lineup.
Thank God we didn't want to waste time.
Yeah, because I don't want him to be in there anymore.
No, I don't want
Yeah,
to.
so it could be this as well. So this could be also something that we can look at. See, there's a lot of options on the wing. I don't understand why we are still going for wingers. Don't need already. We got a lot. Then another one. This is your favorite 4-4-2.
I mean, damn, this is fucking beautiful.
Okay.
This is what the fuck I'm talking about. Four
Yep.
four two. Let's go. Drop all that shit.
But notice 4-4-2. When we play 4-4-2, I actually changed Dalo to one Bisaka.
And there's no Bruno, which I don't mind.
Yeah. No, Bruno can give him rest a little bit in case he's injured. That's why the ball is on his head. I didn't notice also. I just noticed. Okay. He's balancing. Okay. Work-life balance. Work-life balance. Now he's having his break.
Oh my
So
god.
the thing is, one Bisaka offers a little bit more defensive because we have Sancho there to do the crossing already. So one Bisaka, because the second half of the season, we noticed how effective he became. He was actually putting in good crosses, and we know that one Bisaka started off as a winger, and then because they noticed that he is quite good in defending, they push him back as a defender. So he's actually a winger at youth, just like how McTominay was a striker at youth, right? So he actually has that instinct there to play as a winger. So he can actually do that Gary Neville, David Beckham thing with Sancho on the right. And
Right.
who knows, something that we can do. And both of them, if Sancho gets back into his old form, right, both of them can actually do the defensive work as well. So we have quite a solid right on our right side. And then on the left, I want to see Anthony doing some crosses as well, besides doing that shot, the Iron Robin cut in and left foot
Yeah,
shot
yeah.
thing,
And then left foot shot. Yeah.
so he can actually, this is actually fluid as well.
He needs some variety.
Yeah, so variety. He can actually go to the left, put in some crosses. Then suddenly he just end up to the right. Sancho go back to the left. Then we can
Switch it up.
we switch it up. We can push, and then maybe we can play back a 4-2-3-1.
I really like this one, lah. I think out of all the ones that I've seen so far, I like this one the best. I think it's the 4-4-2, man.
Yep. So this can be another very fluid motion. Did I have anything more? No more. So the thing is, it can be actually a very fluid motion. Let me play around with this first. Wait.
Yep.
So this
Chad,
can
what,
be,
which one do
yeah.
you all like? Which one, Chad, is your your favorite that the one you all seen of out of all of these?
So like it can be very fluid. Like I said just now, right? What we can do is Sancho can always come to the thing. This can just immediately change because all these players, they are they are so used to playing all this position, and
Mm,
this is what Ten Hag wants to do. So
mm,
if you notice, we can revert back to this.
mm.
Or
4-2-3-1.
yeah, and then all we have to do is just say it's not working well. We just have to bring Sancho out and bring Bruno in. And
Mm,
there you go. We are back to this now what we have already. And
mm,
it's just by switching one player. So
mm.
there's a lot of options we can actually do. If we feel like oh Mount is tired, then we bring him out, we bring Ericsson in. Tung. That's it.
Mm.
Straightforward. And we have solid. It's very solid. It's just the matter of now we just hope that this fella don't get injured. Lah.
Yeah, that
Right,
no, that one, yeah, no fair.
This guy. There's so far at the moment I don't see anyone that can replace him. So far at the moment.
Yeah, true.
I think we wanted to get Casado, right? Casado, and then the fellow also.
Apparently, yeah, not gonna happen. Apparently, we were
Mm,
never in the running.
yeah,
So, right, is that it?
yeah, that's it.
All right, yo, chat. Let me know which one y'all think is your favorite, man. I'm putting my favorite at 4-4-2.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking like no matter how I'm looking at it, right? 4-4-2. I just want to go back. I want to see. I would just for the excitement of it, right? I would like to see whether 4-4-2 can actually work for once, right? And I'm thinking 4-4-2 with the two guys overlapping running seems to be the ethos of the club, and maybe if Ten Hag was trying to bring that shit back, right? This is kind of the way to go. The 4-2-3-1 with the players inverting and this and then work, but okay, I tell you what, fuck all that. Is Rasmus Højlund ready enough for the Premier League to be a leading frontman there? Can he be a guy who's going to trouble defenses like Arsenal's and City? And
There's actually another fella that just cropped up in the news. Everyone is saying that he should take this chance. Charlie McNeil.
Charlie McNeil?
They say because since we don't have much options up front, a lot of pundits were saying that this is the chance for him to actually try to stake his claim as at least a substitute striker during the preseason to show.
Yeah.
He's young, like he's very young, like I think it's like just
I
turned
mean, you think if we're going to talk about Charlie McNeil, I'd rather get Diallo back.
Diallo is coming back.
Give that guy a chance. He's not.
Mm.
Is he confirmed?
Yeah, I mean he's finished his loan already. He's back already.
So they didn't re-sign whatever. He's going to be part of the team. Oh, that's good.
You
Then
don't know,
that's
like I mean
okay.
the team suddenly just sold Zidane Iqbal.
Yeah, you all said
I
it because of disciplinary problems,
actually
right?
I was a bit shocked when I saw the news. I was like, what?
Me
What?
too.
I mean,
Yeah.
um, for 850,000,
Yeah.
really, it should
I
sell
mean,
it for more, like at least five, lah. I feel it's like the guy is good. I don't know why they're selling for so cheap. We never sell well.
I think, and it's also hard to know what Ten Hag wants because um, we know when the targets are there and we get the first target, those are the targets that he wants. He hides his intentions very well. Uh, I'm
I don't know. Not Timber is going
I'm
to Arsenal, right?
Thibault going to Arsenal. Declan Rice 100% for 100 million, plus 5 million add-ons is going
Mhm.
to Arsenal. Um,
The Kim Min Jae going to Bayern.
oh man, oh.
That hurts, man. All our targets are going everywhere except here, and we got Mason Mount. So I hope Hoyland
But
comes.
I'll be honest, man, the
Mm,
Kim Min Jae one.
that hurts, man.
Oh, that Kim Min Jae one really hurt, bro. No bullshit, man.
And the thing is,
Bro, what the fuck? Yeah.
Bayern is in so much shit themselves,
And
and
they,
they still police off us. Like, what the
I
heck, man?
mean, they also got their problem and their board is changing and I don't know what the fuck happening behind the scenes. And I swear to you, we all Asians, we got a lot of passion for the Asian players, man. I
Mm,
ain't even gonna hide that shit, man.
yeah, man.
Greenwood is a better option. Yeah, actually, forgot to talk about Greenwood. We talked about Greenwood in another
Mm,
show. The loss of Kim Min Jae just fucking killed me, bro. I was
yeah.
like, man, are you?
Now
I
they want to
mean,
go for
like,
that. they're going for that. What's that guy's name? The
Oh,
Monaco defender, right? What?
Matthew, you meant Hoyland is a Greenwood is a better option than Hoyland. Is that what you meant, Matthew? When you put that Greenwood's better option than who? Better option than Hoyland? Why? Yeah. So back to Kim Min Jae, bro. I mean, what the fuck are we doing, man? This.
I really thought he was coming.
I me too. Me
I was
too.
like, okay, finally we got some.
45 is cheap. Come on. I don't mind paying this motherfucker
May-
250, man.
I think I know
I
why. I
got no
think I
problem
know
with
why
defenders.
we lost Kim Min Jae.
We took too long, right?
No, it's because it's just 45. You want to pay more.
Yeah.
Napoli said, no, 45. No, 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 I want 60.
For
No,
60.
45.
Yeah. We're sucker for punishment, man.
Yeah,
Manchester
man.
United.
You're like, we
We're
got too
too
much
fucking.
money. Let me spend my money.
Charlie Manuel, gotcha, Manuel. Man, that thing killed me. I mean, how the fuck we win? We still need a defender. Get fucking Maguire. You got no fucking backup. Martinez and Rafael Varane not going to last like that all while. Martinez back in the stadium, but he came up from injury. Varane is already got injury prone. Who the fuck backup? Lindelof lah. Come on, man.
Well, now they want
This
the
is
what?
terrible.
Excel Disasi. Excel
Exxon
Disasi.
Disasi, another one. I also don't know. I want a ready-made guy who's still kind of youngish. I thought Kim Min Jae be the guy. He's rough.
Kim Min Jae, Timber.
He take your legs out. Timber super young, 21 or 20 or whatever.
Hmm.
Like 22. Like what the fuck is going on, man? You can't tell.
Yep.
I mean, I saw Goldbridge and all that say that the game is won in midfield, bro. Fuck the game being won where? Plug the goddamn gaps.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. Like, oh, the game is won in midfield. Manchester United is a shit club run like pariah dogs.
Yep.
So we don't play normal football. Plug the fucking gaps, and the gaps in a long season is going to be in defense, now, brother. I don't know what to say, man.
You know, the thing is, remember what Ferguson every time say? He said, a title winning squad starts from the defense.
So maybe that's why he's changing the goalkeeper. And to answer Jeremy's question, we are looking at Onana coming in. Me too. I don't want David there to go, but I don't want to go too long today. I'll leave it for another show. Got plenty to talk about, I suppose,
Mhm.
now. But I guess Onana's coming in.
Final stages, right?
Seems more likely Onana's coming in. So
Mhm.
it's a bit difficult to say that whether with Onana and Mount, they can be a title winning team because this striker problem needs to be solved really quickly, man. And in my opinion, really quickly, Rasmus Højlund is not ready for the Premier League. No, man, get the fuck out. We're all going to think this kid just going to come in and score goals like crazy. With a team like us, patchwork team, must be joking. Eric Ten Hag worked a miracle this season. I'm telling you, I don't think he's going to work a miracle the following season. I think the following season is going to be harder than this season, especially since we lost Kim Min Jae. I feel like this right now, especially after we lost Kim Min Jae. I don't know,
Yep.
bro. Talk to me.
It's disappointing. When I saw the news, I was like, how can how can we lose something that we were so sure that we got it? It's like what was the other one? Robin, right? We were so sure we got it and we lost it.
Then
Who
challenge,
else?
man.
Who
Yeah.
else? We lost. Like previously also, it's so
Ronaldinho, 50, and then he went to Barcelona for 52.
so close. Then we lost it.
52? Are you fucking
Then
crazy?
another one. I remember recently one. We also
What?
lost
Supposed to get and we lost our close out. Guys, help me out here.
just because we don't want to pay the extra
Did
little
he
bit.
go and win titles?
If not mistaken, yes.
I'm not sure.
I can't remember lah. I know we missed out a lot just because we
Oh,
don't want to pay that little bit.
we attached to every other clown, what? Then we never win. Yeah, Matthew, I feel you, man. Yeah, he's proven, but he's. I don't think he's ready for the Premier League, though. You see,
Oh,
Matthew is saying he's ready.
I don't know because
I
Italian league and the English league, a lot of fellas say they can't cope with the physicality. So
I
I,
think I mean, if you're talking, if you want to compare him with Nistelrooy and all that, bit hard because when Nistelrooy came into a team that was powerful. Nistelrooy came into the team and like, come on,
a
man,
winning
we
team,
won the title.
they came into a
He just
winning
made
team.
us
Yeah,
better. You know what I'm saying? So if you compare Hoyland and Ramos, I prefer Hoyland. Ramos? Oh, God, nah, fuck him. Yeah, but can get
yeah,
both.
nah,
Switch it.
nah,
Nah,
not Ramos
yeah,
lah.
well, okay, I feel you, bro. I think it's good to have faith in the players that Ten Hag wants. If Ten Hag is looking at Hoyland, good, you know. But to score 20 goals, maybe okay, maybe he might score 2, 3 games, 4 goals, whatever nonsense, stupid shit like that. But the meaningful goals, I don't know lah. I'm a bit skeptical now.
Let's see lah. Because now we if we have Mason Mount, then maybe we can do something different.
Like the best finisher in the team right now is Bruno and I'm saying Sancho.
Do you know that actually
I'm not saying Rashford.
one of the top five finishers in United is actually not from even the midfield or attack?
Top
Is
five
Luke Shaw.
finishers. Yeah. Oh, okay, okay.
He's
Right,
one of the. They say he's one of the best finishers in the
because
team.
his shots on target and goal is like 100%. Is it?
And the way how he's like you say Sancho, like he's very calm in front of the goal.
Yeah, I think in our team the best finishers are Bruno Fernandes and Jadon Sancho.
Scott McTominay, former striker, man, former striker turned midfielder.
The reason why I don't put Rashford in there is because Rashford is a very streaky,
He's very rashy.
formy, rashy player. He's a very rashy player. You know, when he's rash, he
Yeah.
scores. When
The
he's
guy's not calm.
unrash.
I think
I like Sancho.
he's still a little bit not polished. Yeah, Sancho is. I feel Sancho is more cooler finisher.
Yeah.
You
So
know,
when you look at people compare Haaland, but Haaland scored tons and tons and tons of goals before he came
Haaland
to
is
City.
Haaland is going for numbers, or he plays a
Yeah,
volume game.
Hoyland isn't, and that's my thing.
Yeah, I mean,
So
I have
anyway,
to agree with
guys,
you. Mhm.
I want to cut it here to 1 hour. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. Let me know which formation you all like. We're going to trying to hit 2K on the YouTubes. Remember to like and subscribe. Jinsen, fantastic work, man. I love it. You got to find time to do more of this. We find a topic. Maybe once we get all the transfers in,
Yes, then we can do that again.
we'll do another one. I'll give you some time to get it.
Mm.
It was nice to just sit down and listen for once.
Mama
Uh,
tactical analysis.
yeah, yeah.
Mama store.
So all of you who tuned in, thank you so much. Love you guys. Have a good weekend. Remember to tune in, like, subscribe, do all that stuff.